The growing tensions between the United States and Brazil, primarily centered around Brazil's government-run digital payment system, PIX, and its implications for the global dominance of the US dollar. Here are some key points. First, PIX's rapid growth. Launched in 2020, PIX has become Brazil's default payment method, used by over 76% of the population for transactions like rent, groceries, and money transfers. It operates without relying on the US dollar, raising concerns in Washington about de-dollarization. Second, Brazilian President Lula da Silva advocates reducing reliance on the US dollar as the global reserve currency, promoting alternatives for trade and finance. PIX is seen as a step toward financial inclusion, empowering unbanked citizens like street vendors and gig workers. Third, the Trump administration has initiated a trade investigation, accusing Brazil of unfairly favoring PIX over US-based financial giants like Visa and MasterCard. Recent measures include a 50% tariff on Brazilian exports and a visa ban on Brazilian Supreme Court judges involved in trials against former President Bolsonaro. Fourth, PIX and initiatives like BRICS Pay, a BRICS-led payment system, challenge the US dollar's hegemony by enabling direct currency exchanges outside the SWIFT network, reducing vulnerability to US sanctions. The US risks accelerating de-dollarization by pressuring Brazil, potentially pushing it closer to BRICS and other anti-dollar alliances. Fifth, countries like China, India, and Russia are increasingly settling trade in local currencies. While the dollar remains dominant, systems like PIX represent a long-term threat to US financial leverage by eroding reliance on dollar-based systems. So here is the conclusion. The US response to PIX may backfire, hastening the decline of dollar dominance. The de-dollarization as a geopolitical shift driven by emerging economies seeking autonomy, rather than an anti-American movement. The narrative underscores the tension between US efforts to maintain financial control and the global move toward currency multipolarity, with Brazil's PIX as a case study in this transformation.